1918, after many centuries, the Czechs and Slovaks did independence. Important person who started was Thomas Garrigue Masaryk, who became the first Czechoslovak president. However, the happy atmosphere for the newly charged independence didn't last long. Since 1938, the Czech lands have been occupied by Nazis until end of Second World War. However, even after this, the Czechia did not expect better times. Communism became here, which they have take roots here in 1927 and consolidate its position for a time in 1968, after event called Prague Spring. At this time, the production companies and property were taken by the state. Horrible acts took place, such as from the staged trial of Milada Horáková, who despite the efforts of Albert Einstein, Winston Churchill or Eleanor Roosevelt was executed. Many people tried to immigrate, but were often caught and at best locked in prison. A student, Jan Palach, set himself into fire to oppose the regime, and his act followed next 10 people. In response to the human rights violations that took place here, Charta 77 was created, and the founders were Jan Patočka and Václav Havel, who later played an important role in the state revolution named Sametová revoluce.
Vyzýváme všechny občany, aby co možná nejvýraznějším způsobem manifestovali svou touhu po demokracii generální stávkou vyhlášenou na pondělí 27. listopadu od 12 do 14 hodin. Generální stávka 27. listopadu by se měla stát skutečným všenárodním neformálním referendem o vedoucí úloze jedné strany. Personálními obměnami jsme byli už tolikrát podvedeni, že se něco takového nikdy nesmí opakovat.
Now a brief interview with a person who participated in this event, engineer architect Alena Carbolova.
So we have here the member of Revolution, engineer architect Alena Carbolova. Welcome. What did you do there, and what was your feelings in this moment?
Well, as a student of Technical University in Brno, I decided to take part in students' demonstration in Prague. Students gathered peacefully and marched the center of Prague, but the regime with police cracked down hard on students. Police closed the National Street on one side and armored cars on the other. We were pushed against each other and couldn't breathe. I was afraid I would fall down and be stepped on by crowds. First time in my life, I was really worried about my life. Many students were loaded into police buses and released unknown where they are, far from Prague, somewhere in woods at night. We were lucky with my friend to escape. The next morning, the students decided to go on strike, and they were soon joined by actors, theater actors, and intellectuals. Striking students spending days and nights at schools printed leaflets and persuaded workers to join the strike. It took few weeks to organize big nationwide demonstration with a demand for the resignation of the communist government. That's all.
Okay, so next question is, are you proud of your work?
I cannot say I am proud, but I am lucky to experience and participate in the Velvet Revolution. Why is it called the Velvet? Because nobody died, nobody was killed, and yet it ended up by resignation of communist government. Finally, the democratic regime was established and the dissident Václav Havel was elected as president in first free and democratic elections. Therefore, we Czech students and teachers fortunately can participate in Erasmus Plus program.
Okay, so that's nice. Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Today we can say that we live in democratic country and have our rights back. Thanks belongs everyone who